Hey there everybody, T-shirt booth here for GSHelper.com, and in this video I'm going to show you how to rotate something around a spot or another actor. In this case we're going to use another actor. So right now we have our green actor here, and I'm going to call that the sun. And the first thing we want to do is we want to set up a couple attributes so we can track the X and Y of the sun. So we're going to hit the plus sign for a new attribute, and we're going to hit a real attribute, and we're going to go ahead and make one more. And we're going to call this sun X and sun Y. Now we're going to go into that sun, and we're going to say change attribute game sun X to self position X. Then we're going to do the same thing for the Y. Change game sun Y to self position Y. Now what we need to do is we need to go in the Earth, and we're going to tell it to orbit around the sun. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make this smaller here. Just going to put it up here for now. So in here, what we're going to do is we're going to constrain attribute self position X to, and we're going to go 60, and 60 is about, well, actually let's go 100 pixels away from the center of the sun, and we're going to times that by, and because we're doing X we're going to do cos, and we're going to go to the first bracket, and we're going to go self times, and I want the speed to be about 200. You can adjust that for how fast you want it to orbit. And then we're going to do %360 because a circle is 360 degrees. Close bracket. And then we're going to go plus, and we're going to go game sun's X. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to do another constraint attribute, but instead of that I'm just going to copy this one, drag it down, and I'm going to change the self to self position Y, and then here we're going to change the cos to sin, and then all this is the same except this one here we're going to delete, and we're going to put game sun Y. So now I'm going to hit preview, and you'll see that that object now orbits around that spot. And we can go in and really easily we can change the distance from, so we can go 50, change that one to 50, and hit preview, and now it's even closer. Now, as you can see, the box isn't rotating. It's just staying, in its own, fixed rotation. So we're going to alter that too. So what we're going to do is we're going to constrain again, and we're going to constrain self.rotation to, and we're going to use the drop-down menu. We're going to choose vector to angle, and we're going to backspace to the first bracket, and we're going to go game sun's X minus self position X, comma, and then we're going to go game sun Y minus self position Y, close bracket. So now I'm going to hit preview again, and now you can see that the box will actually rotate as it rotates around. I'm going to go back and put that at 100 again just so we can see it a little further away from the sun, and preview. Now let's say you want it to rotate in the other direction. Very simple. Where the speed is, you just put a minus sign in front. So minus 200, and press preview. And now it'll rotate in the other direction. And that's all you need to know about rotating an object around a center of point or another actor.